Hey, and we're live. Welcome to Thankful Thursday. Got some cool things going on for you tonight. As always, everyone's more than welcome to come up. In fact, let me just go ahead and. What's up, Zoom? Welcome in, brother. Whew, it is hot already down here. Holy crap. That's what I get for, not having the air on. Will there be tits? Probably later. Maybe. There's a possibility. So stick around. It could be a couple hours, though, but stick around. We are a show of refined class here, sir. That's a filter. That's my drink went. I haven't cracked it yet. Whew. So it is Thursday, the 7th. And this is where we are. I was told to start it up. We started it up. And now I don't know where to go. I just know that once other people get in, how? What the fuck? My mouse is literally moving on its own, but the mouse, it wasn't. Oh, yeah? How was the first one? I didn't even know that he was back on Twitch yet. Oh, man. Oh, man. Excuse me. Nothing like, I don't know, getting the day done. Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck's my other chicken nugget? That makes sense. You ever have one of those days that's just just drug on forever? Yeah, that was today. I ended up going downtown Indianapolis. Did not want to do that to begin with. That just downtown in general makes me all, my anxiety and paranoia. I don't want to say paranoia necessarily, but I will say that I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of being downtown. And mainly because I don't know what the fuck's going to pop off on the next street corner. You know what I mean? So I had to go down there. And I'm pretty sure Oh, wait. I never told the story the other night when Quietly was on. So there's that. I guess I should probably tell that story. It kind of sucks Nick Quietly's not currently in here, so I can tell her, the story. This is true. This is true, Secops. But, ooh, that's a lot for a little micro burger. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Stream is live. All right. Okay, so let me chat on this burger really quick because this is still my dinner. Sorry, hate to eat in front of you, but you know what? You probably already ate. Oh, yes. All right. So, excuse me. This story shall begin like every story, mind you, with a first very needed fire in the bowl. Let me pack this up really quick. I'm doing roach weed, which is my weed, by the way. It is that strawberry cough. It's just now it's all crispy and nice, and it'll smoke, and it's been resined up. Hell yeah. Can't argue with that. I mean, I guess you can, technically, but roach weed sometimes is. John, what you going on about? Oh, are you saying Canute's got some strawberry? That's cool. That's cool. Everyone needs some strawberry cough in their life. By the way, oh my goodness. Oh, that was freaking tasty. No, right off. Oh, you're. I'm sorry, I misread what you said. This is the only way to lead into a story. I'm sorry. I totally misread what you said. So I went to the Indianapolis police station today, downtown Indianapolis. Let me preface this story, right? To go 2 years ago on the actually I should go get the other phone. I got my phone, at least my cell phone, back from 2 years ago that the police had in their possession. That was today. Tomorrow, I get to go back downtown to fill out like shit tons of paperwork so I can get my shotgun back. And it's a Woodstock Remington 870 combo. Has both the field barrel and the rifle barrel. Now, the reason why the police had this in their custody was due to the fact that when I was living in Indianapolis, Marion County, we'll say, My old weed dude decided that he wanted to start taking a whole bunch of fucking pills. Let this be a lesson to everyone. Let this be a lesson to everyone. Pharmaceuticals are bad. He was starting to pop perks and drinking and doing God knows what else. Thwacked out his fucking mind, you know? And, you know, he wasn't like that when I first met him. He wasn't. But, I'd given him $20 to go, you know, run, I guess, to his neighbors and the whole bullshit story. I'll go run to my neighbors to grab your weed and stuff. I'm like, whatever, bro, fine. So I figured it was already $20 is lost, you know. I chalked it up to a loss. I wasn't even mad about that. Now, here's the deal. With him, I did. Oh, shit. Ha! You haven't seen it since then. Don't get me distracted. Don't get me distracted. Hang on. So, yeah. Anyways, I call him up, you know, in the morning. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? Like, you got my weed? And he starts screaming at me over the phone, calling me every name you can call a white dude from a black, standpoint. All right, let's do your little fucking cracker, fucking whitey, fucking whatever, you know. Insert white racial slur here. I'm like, bruh, okay, whatever. That's I hung up on him, and he called me. He called me back, and I'm like, oh, this better be fucking good. He said, "Come step out on your back balcony." Here's how my it was the apartments were, okay. We'll just say this is my apartment. Like, I'm like right over here, okay, like right at the corner, and his apartment's over here. Okay, I got to do this in reverse. Okay, so and he's at the corner too, you know. So I'm stepping on my balcony. I think he's already got a fucking shit with my as bad as my eyes. All I saw was black. I saw barrel. Okay, I ducked back the fucking side. Call up the office. Hey, you know, just to let you know, shit might go live. You need to get the police here and maybe possibly, you know, security. So, keeping in mind, yeah, I was panicked. I was a smidge panicked, but Miss Hispanic speaking bitch at the fucking front office didn't even bother to pick up the phone. She didn't call the on ground security. She didn't call the police. She did not do shit. All right. So now they got that rage out of the way. Come about 7:45, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. I hear, it's about this time. It was this time of year 2 years ago. It's still kind of warm. I'm telling the story and visualizing it at the same time. That's why you'll see me get some pauses and stuff in there. Give me just a second. I'm going to do this one out here too. But I end up. It's a warm October. I've got the windows open to the apartment, and next all I hear is, "Motherfucker, get down here!" Okay. I'm recanting my story of my self-defense. No, 2 years, brother. 2 years ago. So he's like, well, yeah, you're right. Then I feel like I was still in my young, dumb years 2 years ago. Shit. But I hear, "Motherfucker, get down here," and blah, blah, blah. insert more fucking racism here, okay? So I go look out my window, and this cocksucker looks like he's carrying an SMG of some sort. And so I'm like, oh shit. So I grab my fucking shotgun, and he's walking towards my Jeep. And I'm like, at first I'm like, don't even, I yelled down, I was like, don't even think about it. And then he gets between my Jeep and the white car next to it, and it opens my driver's side door and is aimed up at me at my second story bedroom window. All right. Oh shoot. Damn it. Quietly, you're just now getting in. All right. Well, you're at least you're in the middle part of the story. So I yelled, I screamed down at it, not yelled, fucking screamed. It was like, drop the fucking weapon. Or, well, not fuck. I say, drop the weapon, drop the weapon, drop the weapon. 3 times, screamed it out. And at this point, I'm like, fuck it. And I pulled the trigger. Now, what I thought was double op buck happened to be a deer slug. For those of you who have not seen the red mist, it's a very real thing. It's a very, very real thing. Now, I'm going to bring up a picture here. And I was going to bring up 2 pictures here. One from my camera. So this, god damn it, fucking go away. Sorry. People are pissing me off today. So this is the roof of my Jeep. Right here. Oh, shit. All right, so that's where the slug hit. All right, I'm sorry about that. Can you guys hear me now? Is that better? I don't know if you guys can hear. Oh, you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. I hope it's not like horrible. So fuck. Someone tell me where I was. I just pulled the trigger Okay, we'll go from there. So I just pulled the trigger. You know, like I was trying to I showed you the roof of the. No, I don't even think that went through. All right, there we go. All right, I was just showing you the. This is the roof of my car, of my Jeep. Yeah, the buckshot. Oh no, that's a deer slug. That's what. So basically, it ricocheted off of here and went underneath everything and got him right along the side of the head. Now, when I say the side of the head, it was about probably about here where it went in, and then through there. So, yeah, when I got down there, because let me back up. Let me get back to this. I end up, I'm freaking out. I'm well, not freaking out. I'm in shock at this point. I am in shock of what the fuck. Again, what the fuck and how? Where do I what? Let me call the cops. So I called 911 and dispatch hung up on me the first time. Legitimately hung up on me. Now, it was such a short call because they hung up on me that the auto redial or the auto callback for 911 that all cell phones have was activated. That's how long they did not give a shit about what was going on. So, anyways, I get back on them, tell them, hey, this is my address. There's been a shooting. Bring the ambulance. Bring fucking cops. So they do. Now, at this point, there's still nobody down there. Like, there's still nobody downstairs coming out of the buildings because you know that's going to happen. It's going to happen, which it did eventually. I got a pair of shorts. I got a fucking, anything I could to go and give medical aid to this cocksucker who was just aiming a weapon at me. Now, I get down there, close my door, see that there's fucking gray matter splattered on the side of a white car and a bullet hole going through the window of this other car. I'm trying to give you as much detail as I possibly can. I'm not going to spare you guys. I'm sorry. But this is the way you want to. Everybody says, oh, I can pull the trigger. Bitch, bet. Not everyone can pull the trigger. Now, with this said, I get down there. I've got, fucking sheet in one arm, and I'm like going over there. It's like literally lift his head up with my bare hand to put it, and I feel cavity. All right. And he's like mouthing words. No voice, just you can see he's not there. This is either pure adrenaline that's going through his body, pure is the nervous reaction from his brain being scrambled. Don't worry, guys. There is an actual good happy ending to this. There really is. I'm getting to it. So I'm down there. By the way, as soon as I get to him, I look over. I've got the claws on the under his head, keeping pressure there. I look over to what the weapon was. This motherfucker was aiming a Tippmann 98 custom paintball gun up at me. Fucking paintball gun. I didn't know that. Hell, my eyes are not that good. All right, so that's about time that it's about that time that the ambulance comes around because the hospital's right there. It's literally like St. Vincent Hospital, my apartment, done. All right, so they show up. They at this point, like there's a crowd around. I'm down there, and the police have come. They have at this point gathered. Let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 people into the adjacent building that is not my building. And so they come around. I was like, okay, we're going to take statements from everyone. I volunteered to go first. I was like, guys, I got this. And so they took me into my building, luckily enough. Hold on, John. That's not the point. The point was to eliminate the threat. The threat has been eliminated at this point. I'm not trying to kill this dude necessarily. I just want the threat to be gone. Anyways, I tell this cop, I'm going to make your job, this whole thing, really, really simple. This was self-defense. And as soon as I said that, he said, sit down, don't say another fucking word. We're waiting for the detective to come up. Well, detective gets there. I tell him the story. And I mean, I'm at this point, I'm still I'm freaking out. I'm not even allowed to be on my phone at this point. I was lucky enough to get a text message off to my girlfriend at the time, and to one person on Facebook. There was a co-owner of a group that I was in that dealt with weed, to say, hey, dump me from the group really quick. I don't let them see this. So they did. And anyways, so with that said, I'm sitting there. They confiscate my phone. They get through all their bullshit, which is like an hour and a half. Feels like an eternity. And then I get handcuffed and put in the back of the car. By the way, not read my rights. They didn't say I was being detained. They just said, hey, you're coming with us. Now, it's like, okay, whatever, fine. Just get me the fuck out of here, because I know my neighbors are pissed. They are pissed at this point. And I know this because, well, and I hate to sound like a racist, but it's an all-black community back there. And me being basically the only white renter in that little section back there, well, there was a lot of animosity that was going on. Anyways, I couldn't walk out of my apartment building without getting stare downs. It was bullshit. I never felt safe around there whatsoever. But anyways, yeah. So I get down to. Can you guys still hear me? I just need a yes or no. I think I'm broadcasting. My fucking webcam keeps fucking up. Anyways, we're gonna roll with. Okay, cool. You can hear. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll with it like this for a second. So the I get down. They take me down to the basement, which is where the homicide and aggravated crimes unit is. What do you mean now? Have I not been broadcasting? Uh-oh. If not, then I gotta repeat like literally half a story. Anyways, I'll just continue. I don't know where I was at. They took me downstairs to the basement where the homicide, aggravated crimes unit is. Okay, cool. And I get chained to a wall for 3 fucking hours. John Smith, please go be a troll somewhere else. I'm not in the mood for it right now. I know you're just you just playing around, but seriously, just calm down, son. So, anyways, I get chained to a wall for 3 hours while they're interrogating me. Right on, Skull. Yeah, so they're interrogating me for like 3 hours. But mind you, that I have no shoes on. They took me in the police car with no shoes. It's fucking October, and it's kind of chilly outside. A little warm, a little cold. You know where it's at. But, so I'm walking around the police station, with bare feet when they bring me in. But anyways, so I get interrogated. Detective comes in, and I'm flipping the fuck out at this point. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the dude was dead at this point in the time. I'm pretty sure the dude was dead. I thought for sure that I was going to be going to jail that day, and all this stuff. Well, they come back in and they unhandcuff me. They say, we've contacted your parents. They're on their way to pick you up. Big sigh of relief. Big sigh of relief. Holy shit, I'm getting released. This is amazing. So, while I'm waiting for... Hang on, Liz. So while I'm waiting for my parents to show up downtown at the police station, I get asked 2 different times by the detective. He brings up a mugshot of this guy, of this dude that I shot, and like 1 or 2 others. Like, can you point out who the person was? And he does it twice. Hey, can you reconfirm that who this was? Came up like it was like 20 minutes later, and yeah. So I pointed out this dude. I ended up going home, and I ended up staying away from the apartment for almost like 3-4 days. We get back to take a look at, everything. My apartment is a wreck. They've turned the entire fucking apartment upside down. And then they want to tell me that it was unlivable. No, bitch, the fucking cops or whoever that was did that. My bed was overturned. The dresser was on top of my bed. Like, they gave zero fucks. They just came in, ransacked everything, took what they needed, which was only the shotgun. It was, boom, right fucking there. You know? Like, it was literally right there by the bed. It didn't go anywhere after the shot was taken, sort of deal. And hang on a sec. Fire in the bowl, everyone.
Fire in the bowl.
So here we are, and the fat little fucking. Well, I'm gonna try to be nice. We'll see. She had some pretty big titties. Okay, we'll put it that way. But the rest of her was big as well. And she was the property manager. This is who I'm talking about. I had to think about the physical description before I could remember what the position was. But she's the property manager. Comes around on her little fucking golf cart. You have 48 hours to get out to vacate the premises. Excuse the fuck out of me? Are you treating me like I'm the fucking criminal here? You can go fuck yourself. Now with that, we got onto it. We got the moving van. We started moving stuff out. Started cleaning stuff up. One of the fucking cocksucker tenants from across the street decides, oh, well, fuck this guy and his family, decides to fucking just gouge the fucking tires. 2 of them. 2 tires on my mom's CRV. While I was sitting down in the parking lot, while we're trying to get shit out. Yeah. Oh, best believe Dad and Mom and everyone else, myself included, started carrying while we were there. That's some bullshit. Okay? Like, but anyways, let's fast forward. Year later. Fast forward 6 months. 6-7 months. Here we go. This is where the story has sort of a happier turn. I ended up getting in contact with, dude, I'm not going to give his name. No. But I got in touch with his ex-girlfriend, who, by the way, is in the Navy now and is doing a hell of a good job in the Navy. But she was joined. I got in touch with her, and she told me that, yeah, he had to be put into a medically induced coma for 2-3 weeks, something like that. Just so that his brain was literally scrambled. They did not think that he was going to make it. But he ends up pulling through. I guarantee you it was by the grace of God. He pulls through and is now he's under 24-hour supervision by his mom and his family. They thought that he was never going to walk again. He's walking. He's talking. Guess what? He now has visitation rights with his daughter. He's able to finally see his daughter. He's off all the drugs. He's not out there doing this whole 20-year-old gangbanger shit. And he's turned his life around completely 180, which is an amazing thing. You know? So that makes me feel a lot better about the situation. And then we're going to fast forward another 6 months. So it's a year after at this point. I call up IMPD. It's like, can I get my shotgun? Can I get my property back at this point? They're like, no, investigation's still open. So, okay. And then I wait another year, which was 2 days ago. I call up again, say, hey, it's been 2 years. Can I get my property now? And lo and behold, I got my cell phone back today, and I'm getting my shotgun back tomorrow. The fucking system works. Which is not a normal story around here. Apparently, the cops like to, what's that word?
Abscond.
Yeah, abscond their firearms. Especially if it's ones they use on the force, like the Remington 870. I'm lucky to be getting this shotgun back, bro.
Right.
And that is my story.
Welcome in, Skull. Welcome in, John. Welcome in, Zoom. Quietly yelling, you see the background out there somewhere. And I think there's a Huckleberry. There's an Avy.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? You know what? Evie hasn't been up in a while. She needs to come up
Yeah,
here.
you need to come up, Evie.
Apex has been so lonely without you.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Here's to a sober night.
Yep.
A non-drinking sober night.
A non-drinking sober night. Yeah. I was gonna say I don't drink, so just fire in the motherfucker bowl.
And that is the last time you'll see me drink one of these in a night.
Good.
Whew. It was rough. It was rough. But it led to a 9-hour stream. It led to me getting a lot of shit off my chest on stream. And I think it was all good stuff. There was some rambling. But I think eventually I got back on target. And it had everything to do with COVID and how the people who are unvaxxed and the people who are the people like us
hey, Valentine, I didn't see you there. Sorry.
Are being
What's
treated
up?
like the enemy.
Yeah, all that shit, man.
Yeah. I was talking about how here's an example. My cousin Zach, he's vaccinated, but you know what? He's actually caught it twice now since the vaccination. Yeah, he's still allowed to go over and hang out with grandma. He's allowed to go to every fucking family function, but guess who's not? Guess who's never once had fucking COVID? Guess who socially distanced himself from the world? I barely go out. I'm probably the safest person at that. I would be the safest person at that family event.
You would be the one putting yourself in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we can't get the droplets on grandmother. The droplets! They're getting all over your grandmother.
The droplets, Andrew. But the droplets.
You know what's funny is that you can transfer Fauci's voice almost completely into Bernie Sanders' voice. I am once again requesting, I am once again asking for your financial support. Bernie. And then you have Fauci. I feel like they went to the same country club.
It's called the same church, Zionist.
Yeah, there's that too. Well, you say they're Zionists?
Yep.
Huh. I feel like there's a lot of leaders and political people who are Zionists. Should look into this.
Those are the not really Jews people.
Oh, those are the unorthodox Jews. The unorthodox Jews.
Right, those are the non-Jewish people. What's up, Jason? Welcome in.
Jason. Dude, chicken nuggets are awesome. Oh,
A little detailed there, Huskell.
and before I forget, Wu-Tang! I just had to shout that out. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
A Geno. Yeah, it's a Geno.
Jews in name only. Yep, that sounds about right.
A Gino. A Gino. Man, the puppies are like twice as big as they were last video.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna be making a video probably Saturday.
Nice.
And just to show you how big they got. I'll put it this way. When Princess goes in to feed them, she doesn't even lay down anymore, and they're all up on her. She just stands up.
Right.
Milk truck's here.
Beep, beep, back it in. Beep.
Right. Right. And they all attach to one or something.
Actually, Jason, I gotta type this one out. I just heard this one today. And it was who was it? Dave fucking the dude on Loud Earth Crowder. I can't believe I can't believe I'm spacing his name. He's hilarious, but whoa. That's an underscore.
All right. Well.
Dang.
You better check out before you trigger Mr. Jones again. What? John Smith triggered you earlier?
Well, they're putting chemicals in the water.
Turns friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Friggin' crap.
Freaking fresh, no good fresh. There you go. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to shuck with.
Oh, man.
Now I'm going to have to look this up because that's
Well, I turn around and I'm broke again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But I did get fuel for the Jenny.
There you go.
I got the feed box all stocked for the week. And got a little bit of this and that for the fridge. Got pie.
That's always Dave Landau. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar.
Oh, he's good. Actually, I kind of want to see if He's coming to Indy. No.
You gonna call Kimmy or am I?
I don't have her number.
Oh, you don't have her number?
I do not, sir.
Oh, thought you did.
Negative. Shop.
All right.
I'm gonna have to get in the Hoy shirt. Anyway, yeah, Dave Landau's hilarious. You should listen to some of his stand-up comedy. But yeah, so by the way, speaking of Louder with Crowder, and the story I was telling earlier, it was through Louder with Crowder that I ended up getting on with it's basically it's a subscription for it's firearmslegal.com. Now I will say right now they don't sponsor the show, but I'm saying to say their name anyways. Firearmslegal.com. It's a team of lawyers in every state it's there to fight for if you're in a self-defense case, they're there to fight in your behalf. And then also with the premium package, it includes crime scene cleanup, therapy, everything's paid for. Yeah. Like it has PTSD therapy included in with the package. So it's actually really good thing. Because that would really suck. They're all Louder Skull. Oh my gosh. Oh, I took that pillow out. Now it feels amazing. So I'm probably not going to make this a personal late night for me because I got to be up early so that I can get back downtown to get that shotgun. Because supposedly that paperwork takes like an hour or something to get through. But I'll probably hang out till about 12:30 my time. Then I'm gonna have to call it quits.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm thankful that the system's actually working in my behalf for once, instead of against me. Why am I so worried?
This is Wiz. Come on on the show. We'll see you here in a few. Voicemail. She's probably out doing something.
Oh, I just saw Kimmy. Yeah, there's Kim.
Oh yeah?
Yep, she was just in. Whew.
What? I see Ghost.
There's a ghost.
Hey, Bill, come on up. Grab that link. Come on up here. Yeah, Kimmy's here. Okay.
Yep.
Grab a link. Come on up. Wow, man. Man, it was a beautiful day today.
Yeah. is I've been watching this. Oh, it's a horror series on Netflix called Midnight Mass. And it's really, really good.
No,
I wish that I could. Can you get her? I wish
Yeah.
that I could record what's going on right now. I'm not touching my mouse, but it's just like going back and forth, and it's just kind of hovering there, you know. But it's physically moving on the screen, but the mouse itself is not being touched or moving.
Hi, Kimmy.
That's weird.
Hello, I had to make sure I shut everything else down for I don't
Oh, okay.
echo.
right. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. What about you, Bill?
I'm doing okay. I got starting to all of a sudden getting everything is just coming out gangbusters as far as crops go, and I'll be working pretty soon. So
Nice. Yeah, I got to pick the garden tomorrow.
yeah, being self-employed is kind of a hard ride right now. You know.
Yeah.
That's the truth, for sure.
Getting
I
the
did.
customers is a problem.
I did some. Three. I've done three bids on some jobs, and I think one of them I'm going to take. So it's going to tie me up a little bit. Gonna get tied up in working on a job. Hopefully, if it comes through, I'll do it. When I get tied up on a job, I don't really have much time to get online.
Oh
Good
my
thing we don't
God.
go online during the day. Good thing we don't go on live during the day.
Yeah,
I do sometimes. It's rarity, but sometimes. But it's
Well, this
usually about like 4 o'clock or something in the afternoon.
this is a big commercial job, so
Oh yeah.
it'll keep me going for a little while.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least getting tied up in the good,
Cool.
not the bad way.
Like I say, working for yourself is either like eating chicken or eating feathers.
Yep.
Yep. I told you I picked up that delivery service job, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Not all the time. It's just when he's got stuff that needs to be delivered. But hey, I'm good with that.
At least
Hey,
you
that's
don't got to
something,
worry about getting no shots.
Right.
Something's better than nothing.
Right. But that's the bad thing. Nowadays, the ones that you go to try to get a job and stuff, and then they're telling you got to have the shots. And so
Well,
that's the bad part of
the
it.
nice thing, Kimmy, is the fact that, well, I'm going to start with what Don T was talking about. And what he was saying is if you have over 100 employees, it's still not law. It's a decree by a little punk who thinks he's the fucking, you know, he thinks he's a king or something.
Yeah.
Only kings can make decrees. It's not law. So anybody over 100 employees, it's not law. It's a decree from King Biden. And you got to understand, he's not a king. He's a wannabe. And so we just don't pay attention to that shit.
Right.
Right.
The employee has to fight against it and tell them that it's not a law.
It's not a law.
You got to have your employee at that point stand up and say, my company's not going to apply.
Right. Exactly. And some companies have already done that. It's already happening. He's already meeting a lot of opposition. So, you know, America's not going to play that shit.
Stands and rise for King Biden.
Yeah, but they will get some. They will get some that'll do it because of that.
Did anyone see that thing with Hillary when being like, what was it? Appointed as a chancellor or something to some college, and she's got some little page boy carrying her fucking their robe behind her.
Young
Dude,
girl.
how fucking like Game of Thrones can you get?
Right. Hey, Nightingale, welcome in. You also noticed there was nobody, there was no crowd. Did you also notice there was nobody around?
Yes, I did. And that was actually kind of the funny part, too. Because Hillary Clinton at this point is so irrelevant. I mean,
She's soon to be wearing the new black.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And Bill needs to follow along with her.
Yep, on the march to the rope.
See, I would be totally okay with that. And I honestly think that public hanging should be reinstituted.
In the public square, you bet.
Yep. Especially for crooked cocksuckers like those.
I say Times Square should be big enough.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that would be amazing if, in 2024 we could just hang both Hillary and Bill from the New Year's Eve ball.
Right. It goes up and
Happy New Year, everyone. Trump's been reelected. They're gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I say we put it on the lawn of the Capitol building to start hanging the bastards.
Right? Nightingale, hello.
You know what?
My camera's not on.
There was a little part of me that said yay when I saw those gallows that were built outside the Capitol on January 6th.
Yeah, but unfortunately they never got used.
I know. Sad.
I know.
Storage sucks on those.
Dude, I bet storage would be fucking like crazy expensive on that shit.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it? Yeah.
I didn't mean to drop out like that. I don't know what happened.
Sure you
The
did.
red button.
It was the red button.
I know, right?
Must have been. So yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to. I don't want to monopolize anything or anything like that, but King Biden, he ain't no king. and he's not calling the shots. And it's been the same throughout history since the beginning of time. When a king tries to rule over a country or nation or whatever, he only has the power that the people give him. And when people deny a king of his power, he eventually will fall. And Biden is going to fall, and this whole regime is going to fall very soon.
Yep.
It's being currently held up by Emperor Soros.
Yep.
So we don't have anything to worry about, really. I mean, they might think they have power, but
We know they don't.
when it comes down to it, his unconstitutional decrees have no merit. They have no power. They have no teeth.
Yep.
They will not. Fauci will not last. Every one of them is falling, and they know it. And this is why they're acting crazy right now.
Makes sense.
They know their time is short.
Did you just say hang Soros by his eye flaps?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, that's brutal.
Isaac,
Yes, Skull's been talking about that since we started talking about hanging.
That's
Forrest needs to be hung by his eye sacks with meat hooks.
Yes. Yes. Death by 1,000 fish hooks.
See, I think everybody in chat and everybody that we're talking to is on the same page.
Yeah. Actually, I've run into a fair amount of Democrats here in the state of Indiana who now feel the same way that we do.
And I feel like I got to show more appreciation for my fellow patriots. Because I know that they want to see Horos. I think they want to see Horos hang by his eye sacks, by meat hooks.
There's a but there, Nightingale.
Yeah.
It all needs to be done constitutionally. We don't want to be talking insurrection and all this other shit. As far as outside of the constitutional realm. So there's a
These
framework.
are all constitutional justice that is about to be performed.
Well, there's a framework. It has to be done in the proper framework.
Yep.
It can't be done. It can't be
It's not
done.
going to be some mob lynch situation.
No,
Communicated by a
not
court, a judge, and then it'll be, probably military tribunal, and then straight for the gallows.
And as far as the description of what true what is a true fascist? A fascist, it doesn't matter what political affiliation they have. Fascism is embedded in every form of politics.
Okay.
How do I know? It's because the very people that invented fascism says so.
Yep. Now get this. You only have to prove violation of oath of office for those that took an oath of office. And you only have to prove treason once. You don't have to go through a big nightmare.
Right. And fascism, Stalin. If you want to talk about Stalin, let me ask you. If you don't think Stalin was a fascist, you are fucked up in the head. Stalin,
Yeah.
Chavez, all of them were fascists. Castro was a fascist. Mussolini was a fascist.
Yeah.
Hitler was a fascist. Let's call it for what they are. And Trump is no fascist by any means.
Oh no, that's all. We all understand. Democrats project what they are onto other people. That's it. That's all there is. Just listen to what they're saying, and they're describing what they're doing and what they're saying, what they believe in.
I hear right now, as we speak, Republicans that are full-on fascist.
Yep.
And
McConnell, that piece of shit.
I will be happy to call them out because there are Republicans that are fascist. It is a war against fascism. Satan is a fascist.
Oh, sweet Nightingale. I was going to say, holy cow. That's awesome.
Oh wow. Wow. Right on, Nightingale.
Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, so fascism hasn't been done correctly yet. No, it never will.
Good girl, Nightingale. Thank you.
My God. Yeah, that communism thing just doesn't work in large scale. Okay.
Anything helps. No, it doesn't. No, fascism doesn't work. I agree. I agree with Antifa. Antifa are anti-fascist. So you guys, anybody that's Antifa that might be watching the channel, you better fucking get out of the communist socialist bullshit because it's fascist too.
Yep. And there's no such thing as I was just doing my job.
That's right. Nope. You're gonna fry. We're gonna hang your ass.
Yep.
That's what the Nuremberg.
Complicit is to be guilty.
Yeah. You know, Goebbels and all of those Nazis that hung during the Nuremberg trials that were fascist, they all said they were just doing their job. And they hung. So fuck them. I'll tell you what, if you're a fascist and you're Antifa, you're going to fucking hang.
There's Stride Right Star Wars Ewok sneakers. Wow.
Damn, I'm on a rant tonight.
There we go.
Did you make that?
Yes, I did. It's not focusing, damn it.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a Chris Knight.
Yep.
Oh,
There we go.
I can't tell what it is. Sorry.
You're good.
Apex, you need to send it to your computer and then share a screen.
You're right.
Yeah, because I've got a little.
I'm going to do that with with all my knife pictures before I lose them all.
Yep. And your picture is fuzzy.
I don't know if you know this. I make stuff out of bone. I've made all. Yeah, I've made Maori bone necklaces, all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome.
I make arrowheads out of bone. I save bones, and I make
That's
stuff.
what happened to all the homeless people.
No, none of my bones are homeless people.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good source.
It is a good source. I only do cow bones and sheep bones so far, but
Yeah.
homeless? I'll think about homeless. I'll think about it.
What you got? You got to just drop a piece of cheese and let the bums fight over and take the loser. Is that bad? Is that a bad way of thinking?
No,
Yeah.
actually, it's proper. See, you know what's proper and what is not proper?
Yeah.
People have got it all screwed up now.
Do they?
I think so. Don't you?
I mean, yeah. Probably good. Yeah. You're right. Sorry, I'm going through all my pictures trying to find all the knife pictures.
I'm more about just live and let live. They'll eat each other eventually.
So I had a Maori Polynesian guy who died, by the way. He died by by crowbar to the head
Oh yeah.
in northern New Zealand. Yes.
Oh wow.
And he was a good friend of mine. He's the guy that rebuilt the transmission in my van and everything, and in my car. And he
Yeah.
did it right in my driveway. This guy was badass. He could freaking do anything. And the way he died completely messed me up. I mean, when I found out what happened to him and how he died and everything, it bothered me really bad. But anyway, the thing of it is, the guy was so innovative. I mean, he showed me ways of doing things that I never saw anybody do before, like uh, taking his compressor for his air conditioner in his vehicle and turning it into a compressor to fill up a tire. Little things like that, you know. And
Right.
Yeah, one more time. I was looking at pictures. What?
he figured out a way to use his air conditioning compressor on his vehicle
Yeah.
to fill up a tire with. This
Oh,
guy,
that's cool.
yeah, he knew how to do everything. He could literally put things together with baling wire and duct tape
That's awesome.
and make it work and make it last. So he was a Maori. He was from New Zealand. He was a Polynesian guy. I totally want to honor his name because he was a good man, and his name was Rocky. And I will tell you right now, I learned more stuff from him than just almost anybody that I've ever met on this earth.
Yeah.
And as far as being innovative and being creative, you talk about Tesla. This guy could probably figure out everything Tesla did, and he lived in a world where he really was oppressed, and he got his head beat in by a crowbar by
Jesus.
other people. Yeah, he got killed. So I'm saying it in his honor. Rocky Haraki, that was his name. His last name was Haraki, and he was a friend of mine. And God rest his soul. So anyway, that being said, I realized, you know, how much that we take for granted here. And as far as they don't get auto parts. He told me, he said, we don't get auto parts. If we order an auto part, it might take us months before we get it to New Zealand.
Oh wow.
And he lived in the North Island of New Zealand, the northern part. And you know, the guy was a really a man of his word, and he kept his word, and he did what he said he was going to do. So and he was never in the military. He's not a veteran or anything like that. He was just a really freaking good dude that stood by his word. That to me means more than anything in this world, is when somebody talks with honor and integrity and says what they mean, and they mean what they say, and they get in there and they get it done.
Right.
Yep. Amen.
So anyway, enough of that rant. I know a lot of people.
These things are important. These things are important. So
And our problem, a lot of us, we're all in the same boat. We're all human, right? And a lot of us, we don't realize, you know, some of the people that you might not realize are actually your true friends. Some of the people you don't realize are truly your real friends. And sometimes we just don't realize it. And it's just because of the way we're programmed.
right now, I have a story like that with my friend Ron. I was his best friend. I never knew that until after he died.
Yep.
I mean, nobody else. He didn't talk to anybody else about the things we talked about. Nobody in his life he talked about any of the stuff that we talked about. And because I've been on a quest for a long time, and Ron was actually 32nd degree Mason, and he left me his library. So, I mean, when he passed away, his sister called me to take care of his financial arrangements and stuff like that. I didn't know. I didn't know.
I think I finally have them all. Just as I do. Sweet. Now share. Actually, hold up. Bluetooth. Receive file. And Bluetooth. Location 3.
All right. So,
We good.
you good?
We good. Yeah, but who wants a Honda? Wait, hold up. A Honda Rubicon. That's not the thing. The Jeep Rubicon's the thing, bro.
Yeah, Jeep Rubicon.
Even still nowadays, they're just absolutely crap.
Another thing about this guy Haraki that I was saying about him was he was one of the last of the true full-blood Maoris.
Oh,
He was a full-blooded Maori, and he was one ugly motherfucker.
duh.
He was ugly. And if you said he was ugly, he would laugh in your face.
There you go.
Full-blood Maoris are not pretty people. There might be some, I don't know, but I haven't seen any.
I'm not exactly sure what a Maori is, though.
They're the original people of New Zealand.
Yeah, you're probably right. Then, in that case,
Fire in the bowl.
you're right. I'm sorry. Fire in the bowl, guys.
Cheater. Brought to you by Southern Gravy Biscuit Farms. Like he said.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Yeah. It was me. Here's Nightingale.
Hey, Nightingale.
I've ate a pumpkin before.
What's that?
Oh, nothing much.
Oh,
I'm just
what are your braids?
been working hard like everyone else.
Nightingale, how you're doing?
Doing good, but check this out, you guys. This is what I found today, or at least I was given. Let's see.
Little baby shoes.
They're Ewok shoes. Oh, they're adorable.
Where'd you get those?
So I've been working for my church, and I've been doing yard sales for them. and one of the ladies gave me like a rag doll. It's like a small child, and they had real shoes on. I didn't even notice until I came home when the pant legs kind of lifted up and it showed the cute shoes. I'm like, wait a second. I saw like the bottom of it. I'm like, what the heck is that? Like, what in the world is that? And then I took a good look. I'm like, I'm going to look this up. But yeah, I looked them up, and there's another person that's selling them for about 190, but their decals are like all gone while this is kind of like still on, you know? So I'm just like, ooh, I can probably ask for at least the same that they're asking for, which is 190 or at least 200. So I thought it was just like, I got it for free. So
Wait, let me see
why
that.
not turn it around?
Hold up, Nightingale. Let me see the bottom of that other one. Yeah, that right there. Keep holding it up.
This
I'm
one?
gonna make full screen. Yeah, the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna make it full screen real quick. It's
I
wicked.
like that.
There's the name on it below. The name is below it. Oh, Ewoks. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
but that's wicked for sure.
Imagine leaving those tracks in the snow.
Right, and still the original shoelaces too. They say Ewoks on it and everything.
Oh, wow. Those gotta be worth something.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
That is awesome. Fine. Yeah,
that was for free. So it was for free. So turn it around, I'll give it back. So why not? Only the Lord provides what you need. So some things come for free my way. I can turn it around. And so we'll see.
That's
awesome when that happens, yeah.
Let's see. How's everyone tonight?
That's why God's people are inheriting the good stuff.
By accident, definitely by accident. But it works out. So that's good.
So I'm loving your pigtails.
Huh?
I'm loving your pigtails.
Ponytails.
Pigtails, whatever.
Yeah, it's easier than actually styling my hair. This is the lazy way of handling it. Just braid it up and tie it back.
Why didn't I think of that when I had long hair?
Because you're a guy.
Because you tried to do actual pigtails instead of braids.
Yeah, that is true. I did.
He put the ponytails up on top of his head on either side.
Yeah. Oh.
I smoked some of that.
You needed to wet them down and do that and then braid them.
But I don't have that hair anymore.
I know.
Now I could put
Bill.
Now I could put a face to the name.
Right? Oh.
There you go. But yeah, we had the puppies are getting so big. It's crazy. It's like I feed them, and you seen the videos where they all attack the feed tray. I think if I held the camera there, you could actually see them expand as they eat. I really think so.
Just to show you guys I wasn't bullshitting about the location of everything.
Yeah.
That was from the day that day that I was telling you guys about.
Right. Wow.
Who the fuck aims a paintball gun at somebody who's aiming a shotgun at them? That takes some special thinking right there. Some very special thinking. I've actually been, here's the thing. and it's happened almost. It's happened about 2 years in a row at this point. About this time, I start having these recurring dreams of that day.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So, what other projects you got going on then, Nightingale?
I'm still painting that trellis. I had to change the method I was painting though. My back was like all achy from doing it on the ground. I ended up getting like one of those stands. It's like a horse. They say it's a horse, and so I had to put the trellises on
Sawhorse.
that. And yeah, sawhorse. Thank you. And I was able to put those up on my own and put cardboard underneath for painting and getting the upper coat and not making a mess. So I finally finished the last one today. But then like I had to rush to the church because I'm preparing to do a funeral tomorrow with the ladies. But fortunately, it's not going to be too much work on my end. It's more hosting and catering to the family after the mass. So it's going to be probably well, I actually get to sleep in. Usually I wake up at 5. So I get to like wake up at 8 tomorrow, show up at 10, help finish setting up and prepping all the food up ahead. So that should last about 2. So it's not like it's long days like it was in the medical field, but this is so much more rewarding. I like this so much more better than what I used to do.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. My brother is going to actually join in and help. The church part, I don't get paid for. That's just my time I put in. But I get, like I said, a lot of blessings. I mean, look at the little shoes I just found on this doll. And plus, they helped me a lot with yard sales. I made at least $300 the last 2 weekends just from the yard sales. So the money comes back, you know. You got to work for it, but I'm helping them too. So I'm learning a lot from these people. So I'm keeping moving. I'm keeping learning. Just keep my eyes open.
You'll be blessed. You're going to be blessed because when you're there with people that are, you know, I don't know, I guess mingling with people of like mind, it will come together.
Absolutely. Like I would have to say I've met a lot more people, more like me, like us, I would have to say. You know, there's a lot of patriots mixed in. I mean, there's the other side still in there. I mean, there's a lot of older generation that doesn't know any better, you know? So, but I definitely met a lot more patriots, have a lot more hope seeing it in front of me now, like helping and participating. I'm definitely making a network of people I never thought I would ever meet in my life because I never had that many people around me besides my family. So this is good. This is my time. This is my time.
Well, I was going to say, you can never outgive God. He won't let it happen.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Good job. Yeah.
You guys, I'm gonna just head back to the chat. I'm gonna do a couple of things, but I wanted to say hello and just everyone keep the faith, keep strong.
Do it. Thank you for coming up, Nightingale.
Thanks for putting a face to your name.
I've showed up a couple of times. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, you stood up a few times.
Okay, I don't remember, but that's okay.
All right. What are you doing, Apex?
Yeah, I didn't want to brag on myself, but I went and helped a local church the other day move a bunch of stuff out of their attic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it felt good to do something good, you know.
Yeah. What is that, Apex? Apex, what are you doing?
Can you hear me?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
My screen's frozen. Give me a sec.
Oh. Nightingale. I was going to say, God bless you, Nightingale. You took up. Yeah.
Yeah, just be happy with what I got, even if it's all wore out.
Yo, that's kind of what you're supposed to do. Be humble and use what you got.
Yep. Thank God for shoe goo.
Shoot, good.
Shoe goo. Yep, I had to use some shoe goo.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
I couldn't afford to buy a new pair of shoes, so I
Right.
went and bought me some shoe goo and fixed my damn shoes. All right.
Oh, hey, I've got to do that too. I showed you my boots. I gotta go get some. I'm gonna go get some Gorilla Glue weather stripping stuff for cars. You know, for
Yeah.
the weather stripping for cars, that Gorilla Glue they got for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna put my boots, put the heel back on my shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now,
only like a $5 fix.
try to clean it real good first. Clean it real good with, well, I use acetone. I'll take some acetone and clean everything really good and then reattach the sole or whatever.
There you go.
Where you at?
I'm back.
I put that. I put the other one down. That's
No,
why.
that's been fine, bro. Was that? Or was that? Oh, was that doing the whole thing? Never mind. Yeah, it's doing the whole thing. Well, that sucks. I was hoping I could just keep it a little screen.
Oh, okay.
But what that is FL Studio. I'm finally getting back into the music making game.
Oh,
yeah. So there's that.
Shoot, good.
Yeah.
That battery finally crapped out on me, so I had to grab one from my tuner.
Use either alcohol. You want to make sure that when you apply the glue, that it's a very, very clean surface, and maybe even scuff it up with some sandpaper or something, and clean it real good. And that shoe glue will stick, and it'll make your shoes last. Get more mileage out of them.
Nice. Yeah, I figured I'd wipe down the soles with alcohol. And clean it up.
I'm not buying any more Chinese shoes.
I don't know if they're Chinese, but
If you really want to get serious about fixing your own shoes, you need to get a lathe. Get a lathe and get some soles. Go buy a bunch of soles online or whatever, and have them sent to you. Oh yeah.
I might make some boots now for like cold weather boots where I could line them with rabbit fur.
Hell yeah.
Get yourself one of those shoe anvils and start hobnailing the soles on.
I just figured I'd go for like a size 12 because I'm a 10.5. And then I'd put rabbit fur in it.
That's what you're saying, the shoe anvil? That's what a lathe is.
Oh, okay.
It's a steel thing that looks like a steel foot. And you just put your shoe on there or your boot or whatever, and it gives you somewhere where you can hammer nails and stuff in your shoes.
Yep.
I just had to find two rabbits that are similarly colored.
I need to get one of those myself.
I just need to find two rabbits that are similarly colored. I can do both my shoes, and they look somewhat.
Rabbit fur is actually I don't know why they ever got away from it, because it's one of the best liners for wintertime that you could get.
Oh man.
Because of PETA, that's why. That's why mink isn't really. You don't see much mink anymore in clothing, and unless it's like stupid luxury, stuff.
Yep.
That's why we don't have fox furs anymore.
But look at how many military type, Arctic weather stuff that they made that was made with rabbit fur.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chinchilla is actually pretty good for that too.
Chinchilla's too pretty, man.
Yeah, but it's so warm.
Yep.
I need a coat that's made out of camel. I need a camel coat.
You want to try sleeping on a buffalo hide with the hair on?
Yeah.
You will be amazed at how cushiony and pleasant it is to sleep on a buffalo hide, and warm.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Of course, the hair is like 4 to 6 inches long, and it's all fuzzy with clean properly and brush.
But
Yeah,
it's
you guys
springy.
got me looking.
It's springy, so it makes it cushiony. Makes it really soft in the wintertime. A buffalo hide. Real simple, not complicated. Nothing complicated here. Just a good old-fashioned buffalo hide.
Yeah, you lay it out in front of the fireplace, and you get the champagne out, and you start the fire.
Yeah.
And put
That's
on
a
the
bear hide.
jazz in the background. You got some nice Kenny G or something flying in the background, and some strawberries or grapes or something. Sit down with a special somebody and
There's
No.
a buffalo
9
skin
months
rug.
later, there's babies coming.
That's right.
No, we no, that don't. Yeah, no, we're not having no more of those.
Oh.
Fuck.
The magazine is no longer attached to the gun.
So, what are you saying there, Wiz?
There it was.
Say what?
So, what are you saying there, Wiz? What are we trying to read between the lines here?
Brown chicken, brown cow.
That's right. I'm just saying. I used to have a buffalo pelt.
Now they're selling on Etsy a buffalo skin rug for $1,500.
But I tell you, I did raise 8 kids, so
Yeah.
So what you're
Boy, that
saying?
worked out.
So what you're saying is, you either got snipped or you're using condoms.
Oh, I got snapped. Laser like. Had a laser thing.
See, I make condoms out of sheep intestines.
That's going too old school, good sir.
Yeah, they said you got how many kids? I was like, yeah, I don't need no more.
Right.
I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. So seems like all of our chances are, just we're done. We need to stop this from happening anymore. And they did, and nothing changed except for that I couldn't make her pregnant.
Oh man,
So yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to Mongolia. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shadow Man, welcome in.
I got to help the Mongols repopulate so that they could freaking invade China.
You just want the yaks and the yak women.
I want the yak meat, and I want a harem, and I want a yurt, and I want to have my whole harem in my yurt with me.
All right,
With a
so,
yak.
so
With a yak.
basically you're living the Mongolian version of where I want to be eventually, but like 1001 Arabian Night style.
Yeah, don't you have to win that game? They ride around on horses like Polo kind of thing. Don't you have to win that game to get a harem or something?
Imagine how good looking the Mongolian children are going to look once I get there.
Man,
I don't know that. I think you're a little old for that.
yeah. I'm gonna agree with Wiz on this one.
Going to be full blown freaking barbarians. I'll tell you what.
I don't look at
Mongolian
age. I don't look at age no more for that, because all you do is look in the Bible and look how old women was having their first babies,
I know.
and how old the men was. So when God's involved, age means nothing.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, but wasn't that before the flood? And then like the years started going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Well, heck, you start looking even into like Sumerian, and the Babylonian text, and they're talking about kings that were 500-600 years old.
Yep. Yep. Apex, you don't even know what life is like until you go to Mongolia.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, I hate the Mongolians.
I tell you what, they love you long, long time.
Wait, weren't the Mongols like originally based out of like, I don't know, like Siberia or like something like that?
I don't know. I'll take Western Mongolia. You take Eastern Mongolia, and we'll see how the kids turn out there.
I'm okay. So it's close to China, but kind of like I'm trying to think of the region. Is it like Nepal?
Northern.
Inner Mongolia is actually in China.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Outer Mongolia is everything north of China, the China
Like
border.
Canada. Like Canada.
Gotcha. Okay.
Outer Mongolia, there. I'm going to tell you the truth. You listen to the Who, right? You're
Yeah.
going to know these fuckers are all bikers up there. They're bikers. They ride horses. They ride Harleys.
Right.
I mean, they are badasses. They are seriously badasses to this day. And they're my bros. They're my bros. The Mongolians are my bros. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, my throat is killing me.
China is asshole.
China is asshole.
Mongolia right again. China is asshole.
I think Liz went to go get his pie.
I don't know. I don't see him in the pie cup.
No, the thing of it is, in Mongolia, I get to eat meat.
Yeah, like real meat, not just like bat meat, right? And mouse and.
I get meat, good meat, yak meat, horse milk.
Now let me ask you on a very real note: have you tried either one of these?
Have I tried Mongolian barbecue? Yes, I have.
Mongolian barbecue is not.
They eat yak.
Yeah. Have you actually had actual yak?
I've never had actual yak. No, I have not. I
Oh
want-
man, I would imagine it would be pretty close to beef, but tougher.
More
It's-
more likely to be closer to caribou.
Yeah.
Yak is actually a bovine, which is completely related to cows, and they actually can crossbreed with cows
Oh, can they?
and produce fertile offspring. They're the same. They're the same. They're like a wolf is compared to a dog.
Okay, I figured as much. That's why I said that they're probably going to be like beef, but a little tougher.
No, not really tougher. They're more protein dense,
Yeah.
and the meat is actually, from what I've read about, is it's totally on par with beef. It's just less grainy, and it takes less of it to satisfy you.
Okay, so yak meat sounds pretty good.
It does sound good.
Now, here's my next question: Does horse milk? That sounds kind of gross.
What they do with horse milk is they make fermented horse milk, and it's like vodka milk.
Fermented
of-
horse milk? Ew.
Fermented horse milk, yeah, it's a big thing there.
That sounds like really gross.
You either like it or you hate it, one or the other.
Yeah.
Fire in the bowl.
And all the people of Mongolia are stunningly gorgeous people. They're very good-looking
You know, the
people.
people say, do, 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 do. Oh, man.
They're like taller, more curvaceous. The ladies are more curvaceous than
You
Chinese
really
women.
put a lot of thought into this, Bill.
I have
You
put a lot of thought into it.
shitload of thought into this.
I
Dang.
have. I have.
Even,
You
it
guys,
was about 2 years ago. He was like talking like, yeah, I'm actually looking at making plans. I'm going to build a yurt and get me a maiden and a yak and
oh, yeah. Yak racing.
Would they just accept you into their village?
See, and you can ride yaks too. You know, they're kind of like a pony compared to a cow, right? A pony compared to a horse is like a yak compared to a cow. They're smaller. They've got a lot more attitude. They'll get out and get shit done. You could ride them. You could eat them. You could milk them. I mean,
I mean,
I
they
don't
ride cows in India.
no, they're not
Yeah,
allowed to
they do.
fuck with the cows in India.
you don't want to. You want to ride a Brahma bull? Seriously?
I would.
No, you're
yeah.
not allowed to fuck with the cows. You're not allowed to mess with the cows in India.
Oh,
a
yeah,
Brahma
no.
bull. A Brahma bull is what they use in rodeos, dude.
Oh,
They
is
will
that?
clean their ass. A Brahma
Oh.
bull will fucking kill you.
Oh, that is not an udder.
The meanest damn bull they ever used in for bull riding,
Probably, yeah.
no, is a Brangus, a mix between a
Oh.
Black Angus and a Brahma.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Now here's something. What's the crossbreed to make a longhorn steer?
It's called a pair of nippers, and you cut their balls off.
Wait,
No, seriously, a longhorn is
yeah.
actually a breed that was brought over from Africa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, they brought them over from Africa, and then what they do is they castrate them,
Mhm.
and that's how they make a Texas Longhorn steers. Steers are queer.
What? I see what you did there. Oh my god, I'm so much less pissed off on my computer now because I switched the battery over in the mouse.
Huckleberry. There's my Huckleberry.
Hello, Zoom Haya? Zoom, you officially have to change your name to that. Zoom Haya. It sounds Japanese.
But in all seriousness, this is all like what do you call it? Superficial information knowledge stuff, which won't do us any good unless we do something with it.
It's
So
all it's all wishful thinking.
it's wishful thinking. I'm probably never going to go to Mongolia. Probably never going to have a harem or live in a yurt or any of that stuff. I'm not even believing that any of that stuff is ever going to actually transpire. In
All right,
actuality,
guys, you know what time it is. We got to start donating to get Bill over to Mongolia.
my real dream, my off-grid dream, like Wizard's living his dream right now.
Yeah.
My real off-grid dream is actually to have a sailing vessel and go out and get out on the ocean and get the fuck away from land.
And me both, bro.
Yep.
If I could have like a 25-foot schooner or something, best believe I would be going from port to fucking port.
Schooner, exactly, a schooner. That's what I want, is a schooner. Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely. Like, just give me the 25, 28-foot schooner, and I promise you, you will barely ever see me on land again.
And if any fucker asks me for my if anybody out there asks me for my what do you call it, your wants to see my passport, I don't need no fucking passport.
I'm sorry, I live out in international waters. You can fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I want to go to Tonga or Tahiti or Papua New Guinea or wherever, nobody's going to ask me for a damn passport. I'm serious. I'm serious about the pirate shit. I really want to go off grid.
Both. Hey,
You know what time it is, don't you?
we need to start a
High
crew.
time.
It's time for pie.
for pie. It's time. Oh, shit. It's time for pie. Pie time it is.
I do have apples tonight.
Oh, nice.
No,
So,
just apple.
I mean, you could get in there. You could get in with the highfalutin yachting people and all that, or you could get in with the liveaboard kind of people. They're going to tell you all the ins and outs. Once you get out there on the ocean and you meet people in the ports and stuff, they're going to tell you all about where you can go and where you can't go,
Yep.
and where guns are allowed and where guns are not allowed, and all the ins and outs. So it's not a big thing. I mean, millions of people are doing it right now.
Pirating?
They're living on liveaboard boats.
Yeah, no, I'm messing with you.
Yeah, they're off grid. They're off grid, just like Wiz. Wiz is a landlubber. He's off grid.
Yeah, you scary landlubber.
I'm okay with landlubbers, that are off grid, because they're a lot like us. They're land pirates.
This is true. I do consider myself a road pirate.
He's a land pirate.
Uh-huh. I am a pirate deficient of a boat.
Hey, really, seriously, some of us just got it in our blood, and we can't help it.
Yeah.
That's
When you're
me.
a land pirate and you have land, it's called a sovereign.
Okay.
You
Okay, that makes
never-
sense. Sovereign. Yes.
You ever heard of a ship called a prairie schooner?
Mm-hmm.
That's all the
I
Mormon.
remember there were convoys of prairie schooners going all across the prairies.
The Mormon pioneers and the Oregon Trail and everything, they all came over on prairie schooners and hand carts and shit.
Yep. I love the stories where they talk about how, you know, going across, you know, the plains and stuff, the wind would blow that grass and it looked just like the ocean.
I prefers to raise me sails and sail the seven seas.
Oh
That's
yeah.
all.
Oh yeah. Well, no, don't get me wrong. I definitely those are on my top shelf of favorite stories. Pirate tales.
Oh, you know
Yep.
what I'm going to do with that tomorrow?
So,
Pie time tomorrow. I have another apple pie. I'm going to put butter on the apple pie and then sprinkle it with sugar and cinnamon.
oh man, that sounds like a sugar rush waiting to happen for me.
Oh, man, you talk about it. That's going to be so good. I can't wait.
Oh, tomorrow I will not be on. I am going with my cousins, and we're going to be making some music.
You
I
gonna
say
be making
music.
what?
I'm going to be going to my cousins, and we're going to be playing guitar and stuff, and making some music and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had everyone together. My dad's going to be out there, and my cousin's dad, and my cousin and I, and we're gonna get together like old times and play some music.
Well, that's not part of the schedule, dude. You should have put that on the schedule like Tuesday.
Fuck.
Right, Nightingale.
Hey, what do you think this is, man?
Hey, as long as I got the 30th off, we're good.
Right?
Do you notice that the very word pirate has pie in it?
It does.
Pie is the answer.
Pie is always the answer.
Yep.
And Nightingale said pirate. She's right.
Well, guys, it is 12:15, and I officially have got to make myself wind down and go to bed so I can get up early.
Well, you got 45 minutes.
I got like 15. I said
So
12:30.
11:15, man. Come on.
But I'm probably
It's 12:15 here. I have to be up at like way early so I can get downtown.
I probably
I hope
No,
it's
you don't.
by the end of the day.
They ain't gonna open up till 9.
What? No. I actually have paper. They start doing the paperwork at 8:30, and it goes until 11:45. They take lunch, and then 12:45 to 2:30. Yeah. Yeah. I'm well aware what times it is.
Yeah, 9:15 is early for 8.
and every vessel that I find that doesn't have a name on it, I am going to have to approach that vessel and say, "Why is there no name on your ship?"
And
And
then you say, I'm commandeering your ship.
They'll say to me, "Well, I've already named it, but I don't have anybody that'll paint the sign. Here's my card. I'll paint the sign on the back of your boat." And I could sit out there in a little dory and paint the back of their boat and make me some extra cash.
Yeah.
So I can go buy me some pineapples and freaking fishing shit and whatever.
Fishing shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna be living the life of Riley.
Dude, you
I'm-
can make money just fishing and then taking it to the port and selling to the pier restaurant.
Yeah. Yes.
I know a couple people that do that down in Southwest Florida. They stock up the restaurants and they make bank.
Yeah.
And
Try
then,
catching those.
Bank.
Was it
then
mahi mahi?
Grouper's a big one down there. That and snook. That's one. There's another big one.
yellowtail snapper.
Yellowtail snapper. That's another one down. Big one down in Florida. Sheep's head also. By the way, if none of you have ever tried sheep's head, you have to at some point try sheep's head. It's delicious. It's
So-
just like it's like a giant bluegill or crappie.
Redfish.
That'd
be in Louisiana.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see Phil doing a spearfishing and lobster diving.
Yeah.
Actually, that was something that that I did as a kid down the Florida Keys. I was about 14 or 15, and the YMCA camp that I went to for summer camp every year, they had this 2-week trip down to the Florida Keys, where like we drove down there, camped along the way, and then we were out on the water on a boat for just a week straight. Yeah, we dove down, got some conchs, speared some lobsters, fed for our food. It was awesome.
I just find lobsters crawl up on the freaking shore and snatch them up.
Well, the big ones don't come up on shore, though.
Yeah, they do. I don't even have to go after them a lot of times.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Florida lobster, the Florida crayfish, shit. I'll be snatching them left and right.
Something that's very, very abundant down there are those blue crabs, and that is some delicious meat.
They're excellent.
And they're really easy to catch. All you gotta do is tie a chicken leg to a string and wait for them to latch on.
And they don't let go until you knock them in the bucket.
Yeah, they don't like that so much. They drop down and start scurrying everywhere. I remember my grandpa and I one year. Actually, it was several years, but 1 year specifically, we caught so damn many crabs. Like we brought a Coleman cooler and just kept putting the chicken leg down there, and just, every single time, well, there's another crab. And then the funny part, it was just off the side of the road. Like the mangroves came up to the side of the road, and we were just fishing down, down in there.
I just keep an extra 18-inch machete hanging on my side when I'm out there, and I get a lobster or a crab or whatever. I just knock them in my bucket. And sometimes they'll snatch my freaking shrimp and everything. Yep.
Yeah.
And somebody wants to come and mess with me, they got to mess with my 18-inch machete.
Yeah. See, we never really had much of a problem with people coming up and messing with us. We just pulled off to the side of the road and started fishing around the side of the road.
I came across some people that were doing some, what do they call it? Nefarious things.
Yeah.
And I'm like with my Puerto Rican friend, and he goes, dude, we are at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm like, what do you mean? He says, we shouldn't have come here. And I'm like, why? He says, see that motorhome over there? They're loading up the stuff from a boat into that motorhome. And you know what that is? And I said, oh, okay. Whoa. And I'm like, he says, don't look at him. I'm sitting there trying to act like I'm fishing and not paying attention to it, because yeah, it was drugs coming off of a boat and getting loaded up in a motorhome.
Oh man, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That was on Shark Key. I was on Shark Key at that time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know, like down in like down in the southern parts of the Mississippi River, like when you think like moonshining on the Mississippi River, people run that shit in in those flat bottom boats with the air, the airboats and stuff. But they'll hide that shit all over in houseboats, tucked back in little coves.
But that's also the same area where I learned how to fish with ammonia nitrate.
There is that.
That was freaking Crocodile Dundee special. I loaded up 5-gallon buckets full of fish, man. I had snook, redfish, everything you could think of. It's my friend from Texas.
I just want to go to a lake just once in my life and pull the pin and drop a frag grenade. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry. Spiders right next to me. Hey, brother, you can go
This is about the same thing as rolling a roll of duct tape around a Jimmy Dean sausage and putting a couple of two little wires in there off the battery of your truck or your Jeep or whatever. And you just take the wire, touch your battery on there, and boom. And there's no real boom or anything. There's not even any bubbles or anything. Yeah, a few little bubbles, but all of a sudden you just start seeing all these fish floating up. It's like, what do I do now? And you break out your dip net and you start just scooping them up as fast as you can, And what happens is they eventually wake up and they swim away. So you want to get them before they swim away.
Oh, that's hilarious. So they basically just get knocked out from the concussion.
Yep, exactly. They go into a temporary nappy time, belly up, and you see and they're just belly up in there. You just start scooping them, and you'll put them in your bucket and everything, and then they'll wake up.
Oh man,
they don't even know what happened to them.
See, this is what you need to do with those fucking Chinese or Asian carp, whatever the hell they are.
That is what you need to do with them.
Man, knock everything out and only gather up the carp.
Yep, exactly. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Just gather the ones you want to gather. I mean,
they kill all the other fish that are going to have brain damage.
No, they'll just wake up. They'll go back and do fish shit. They'll do whatever fish do.
Fish shit. Yeah. Fair enough.
And then you just scoop them up and put them in buckets and stuff. Throw them in the cup. I mean, bring a lot of buckets with you.
Right.
Stack you about probably 4 or 5 buckets at least at a minimum.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get that many fish. You're going to get every kind of fish you could think of.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. And it's way more than, I don't even like freshwater fishing compared to that. That is the most awesome fishing. I've got the best fish and everything doing that.
Nice.
But I only did it twice, and I'll never do it again because I'm scared of the FBI coming after my ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it is a federal thing.
Yeah. And there's always them legalities.
Yep. I really am an outlaw. I really am an outlaw. I did a lot of outlaw shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I also did dry ice. I did dry ice in a mason jar, and it works.
Yes, it does. So then that brings me back to one of my original questions with the pirating. If I was going to say, if you see a boat with no name on it, I would just say go ahead and commandeer said boat and sell said boat or use it as an upgrade and make some money off of one of the two boats.
You know what? I think Canoes is on board with the idea.
You know, we should probably just make our own little crew.
I think Canoes would go for it. He's got nothing else to all he's got to do is get rid of all the what do you call it, responsibilities that he's got with his property and all that.
Right.
But once he gets out from under all that, he wants to go out and do crazy shit.
Nightingale, the package on your chocolate bar was already open.
And maybe Nightingale wants to go out and do crazy shit. You never know.
Yeah, depending on the circumstances, I probably wouldn't eat
Yeah.
it.
How much of it is open, I guess, is the question we should ask.
Because I think I might wind up becoming immortal.
Well, that's where we're headed. You're on the right side.
Yeah.
So we might wind up having some fun with some freaking, incendiaries or whatever.
Yeah, Nightingale, come show us this chocolate bar. Let's judge this. We'll make a group judgment on whether it's good or not.
Shoot,
I would anyways, but that's just me.
something's looking suspicious. What?
Yeah. Yeah. I've never met a candy bar that was suspect. So I'd have to see this.
Just keep one thing in mind. That candy bar that you saw floating in the pool probably wasn't one.
No, that was definitely not another butter.
It was
Right.
not a Snickers. It was not a Snickers that you saw floating.
That's not a baby Ruth.
It's not a floating baby Ruth.
So what's this
Let's
candy
see
bar
this
thing?
candy bar here.
So this was closed, but at the very end, this whole end was open. It was totally open at the very end.
Oh, you know that.
So this is what makes me.
I've run into that to my
But this is
myself.
suspicious right here. Okay, hang on. So I don't know. So it does have a cut in it of some type or melted. I don't know, but that end is where it was open. So I don't know.
Sometimes, especially with heat, those wrappings will come unlaminated at the ends. And I only know this because I worked with my dad in gas station retail for so long, stocking them.
Yeah, I got it at my local market, so I don't know. But yeah, the adhesive
Is your
doesn't look
local
like it has
market
any.
Dutch?
No, Middle Easterns.
Oh, then you're good. They wouldn't allow anyone to mess with that stuff. They got an eye on their candy all the time.
I really want the chocolate.
You really probably should eat it.
Yeah, I'd eat it.
I would eat it.
Okay, well, I guess these will be my final words, or at least
Hey,
my final meal.
Just remember, if you start tripping balls, just remember, give it 6 hours.
Cut off an inch off of the end of that instead of, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I'm gonna not eat that side. I'm gonna just like chop it off.
Right.
So,
Cut off
all right,
black.
cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cut
oh,
out.
it's so good. Oh, shnikes.
I'm out, guys. It is 12:31. Oh,
Cut out
Do what?
later.
Do what?
It is 12:31, and I'm gonna head to bed.
Nightingale, cut out the bad parts and just eat the good parts.
Yeah, you know, like when cheese gets that
Yep.
moldy piece on it, just cut out the mold part.
I'm gonna break it off right now. Just so I remember. Okay. I think I'm safe now.
All right, Apex.
Please
outta
don't ever say I'm gonna break it off again with that smile on. It looks really bad.
Get out of here. Go to bed, damn it.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Good night, Apex. Don't work too hard, okay?
Yep.
Dream well, Patriot.
Oh,
Hey, Colonel Shaw.
she's eating it. Oh my goodness.
Colonel Shaw is in the house.
Colonel Shaw, what's happening?
Yeah, so what's happening in the Netherlands? It's Friday morning in the Netherlands. Rock on, Colonel. Salute. Oh, Bill dropped out. He hit the wrong button. What is that? Oh, that's okay. That's one of
It's
those.
a tobacco stick.
Oh, okay.
It's a tobacco stick. So, yeah. But you smoke cigarettes, I smoke these.
Right, gotcha.
Colonel Shaw leaving?
No,
Oh, okay.
just got here.
Colonel Shaw, saluting.
He says, I don't know. I run into a parallel universe. I don't care anymore. Right?
I just dropped some chocolate. No.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I know. It's just like, it's so bizarre. I don't recognize it.
I don't know.
Bill, Colonel Shaw salutes you third time, he says.
Okay, Colonel.
So,
I took Colonel's advice. They told me just to roll my own cigarettes instead of vaping. He says that vaping, you can't trust it. And I started getting a cough and everything, and I started thinking, damn, maybe this vape is not, maybe there's something wrong here. Might have COVID in it or some shit.
Colonel Shaw was asking Nightingale, are you native or what?
Are you Native American, Nightingale?
Oh, me? Oh, no. I'm Hispanic American.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's what he was asking.
Sorry, I missed that there. Oh, I was just eating this delicious chocolate. I was preoccupied. Sorry.
It was the brunette hair.
I've got three. I got 3 Hershey Kisses left.
Oh, yummy! Join me.
All right, it's all good. You got to warm them up first. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Or should
Got to warm them up just a little. Just a little.
Yummy.
So I got me a cookie.
That's
This
right.
is an almond chocolate bar.
I remember you do speak Spanish. I kind of talked to you a little bit in Spanish in the chat there.
I'm mainly practicing. Like, I'm a Mexican, man. I'm still learning my language all over again. It was really pushed in me very young over here to speak really just good English, really good English as best you can.
Good.
Right. So
Right on.
I did that, but then you kind of lose your language. So I know like Spanglish, it'll get me by, but to really speak it is one other thing,
You know,
I mean, I have family, they speak it, you know, but there's a few of us that are kind of behind just because of where we live. You know, you got to get far, you got to speak really good and clearly. You know, you kind of expect that from Hispanics. You know, you got to speak well and clearly to get where you need to go.
I took Spanish, and it didn't really do me a lot of good. I mean, I learned some fundamentals in junior high school. I took Spanish for 2 years while I was in junior high, and then when I eventually I went to the community college and took Spanish again, at the community college, and it didn't really do me a lot. The best thing I ever found was immersion learning, getting right in the
Mm.
community and talking with people, you know, where you got no option but to speak Spanish.
Yes, being in their environment makes all the difference for sure. My older sister did that, and she's a Spanish teacher now. But yeah, that helped her a lot. She went for like, I think 3 months, and she said it was so much more better, so much more different. What they teach you here in the States, yeah, they teach you kind of like the basics of like the very polite way of speaking it.
Yeah,
But you have to be in the culture because a lot of them don't even know how to speak their language. It's a lot of slang. They don't even know how to write or read their language. So you have to be really submerged into it to really understand their language.
every time I get an opportunity, I try to speak Spanish with like construction workers and stuff, because like even right on my street where I live, there's a lot of construction workers that are all Mexican. They're all Mexican. I'd say probably about 1/3 English speaker, Anglo Americans, and 2/3 Mexican. And I speak what you would call Tex-Mex. So it's like
Right on.
Spanglish. It's like Spanglish. I mean, I can hang out with the only people I have the most difficult time with speaking with are Cubans, because they talk so freaking fast. And that,
Oh yeah, I recently had an experience with them. Sometimes I forget how they are until you go face to face, but heck yeah, they speak like hecka quick. They get up in your face. They tell you about their life like within 5 minutes, and it's just like it's me up in here in the room. Oh my gosh, like it's hard for me to handle them.
yeah, I don't understand it, because you're right. It's like they're talking their life story to you. In Spanish, they're like excited that you speak Spanish, and they want to tell you everything, you know, and it's like overload. I can't even do it. I agree. That's
They're a
funny.
lot of energy.
That's funny that you said that.
Well, I'm definitely when it comes to my own, or at least close to my own, I've encountered a lot, and there's a lot of anger and hate between our own, you know. Like I was saying, there's different South Americans, there's Mexicans, there's even Puerto Ricans, which that's hard for me. They look down at all of us, like they're so mean. I worked for a doctor that was, and yeah, she looked at me just like I was dirt, you know. But I'm like, it's just like, you know, there's hate between our own.
It's really not true about Puerto Ricans. If you got right down with the Puerto Ricans, and you know how they talk shit. They love to talk shit. That's their favorite thing. I mean, because a lot of New York Puerto Ricans, and once you get in with them, I mean, they're the funnest people to be around. They love to party. They're just fun. They joke around. I have found them to be some of the most fun people to be around. Is Puerto Rican.
Skull says that it's those little cups of coffee that the Cubans drink that makes them that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghost, maybe I'm just hung out with the wrong ones in the first time, because it was like a bad impression for me. But yeah, I wouldn't mind some nice Puerto Ricans. Hey, like show me some of those and I'll change my mind.
Oh my gosh, they've been such a blessing to me. Puerto Rican people have. The main thing about most Hispanic people all around, that a lot of Anglos don't really understand, because they don't speak the language, and it's not really their fault. But the thing of it is, most Spanish-speaking cultures that we know of are Christian to begin with, you know, and they've got European ancestry. It's not necessarily, you know, they're actually very loving, kind people. They've got a ton of things in common. The only barrier we really have is language. And aside from the language barrier, the more I get to know people from various Spanish speaking cultures, even South American and everything, they really like they're fascinated over the fact that you're willing to listen to them of what they're telling about themselves and their culture. Because, like, say, Chileans, for example, you listen to Chileans and they're talking to you in Spanish, and you're talking back and forth, and they'll try to slow down and help you to understand what they're saying, while they're talking. And when you do, and you act interested, they're like, they're willing to give you anything, the shirt off their back, just because you're being nice to them. See,
Yeah,
and
I would have to say, like, those are nice ones. Like, I would like to meet those ones. Mine was a lady who had her own pediatric business, and she even had her own, like, book she put out that I helped her out with, but she didn't give me, like, a raise for like 3 years. She didn't give us health care. She treated us like Mexicans. Literally, she's just like, you should be thankful for what I give you. But, it was just really hard working under someone like that when in California, yeah, there's a lot of Mexicans, but I got to where I got, like, really hard in the Del Mar. Del Mar is a big thing. That's like right on the ocean where the big wigs are. That's where the money is. She wasn't poor, but everyone else in the other practices near us, they're getting paid well, taken care of, and here we are. She's treating us like this, and she was just like, "Oh well, got to Del Mar, didn't you? Like, you have my, I'll give you a recommendation if you want to go elsewhere." It was hard to work with, like, her, but then I broke her down in a good way. Like, I figured her out. She did care for us, but she was really just not that sweet to us. Like, she'll be sweet to, like, our biller, who, I'm sorry to bring maybe race or color into it, but yeah, there's me and another girl who's Mexican, and we had 2 other employees that were the biller and the insurance referralist at the time, and they were white, and she'd treat them nicely and talk to them nicely, give them that respect. But then when it came to me, when I worked the longest there, I handled everything in that office. She'd be like, "Oh, you want a raise? Oh, well, let me think about that. Let me talk about that." But yet the other people are getting raises or taken care of. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. She came from a line of doctors from Puerto Rico. She says, like, "Oh, it's so highly expected of me. I have to be a doctor," and just I don't know. This was just an odd one. She was an older woman though, so maybe it's a different generation gap. I don't know, but maybe it was just a bad experience.
You know what? I've heard that. Oh, exactly what you're saying. There's a lot of other Hispanic cultures talk down to Mexicans. I've really heard that, and I think it's true. I think they do, but I think some of it is people of Mexican descent have that perception that they're talking down to them. I don't really think that's really what they think they're doing, but I did notice the way Hispanic cultures, like South American, right? Like Bolivia or whatever, talk to me differently than they do to a Mexican. So I do see that too. And I don't know what to think about it, because they look at me as an Anglo-American, right? Who's trying to speak their language and trying to talk to them. And I don't know, they feel like they identify with me or something more than they do with Mexican people. So I've been in the Latin community. I'm in the Latin community, believe it or not. I am, because my ex and my children are of that descent and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people in the Latin community in my area, and that's kind of where my perspective is coming from. I know people from Guatemala, Central America, all over. I know them very well. I'm good friends with them. And I do see this attitude like Mexicans are less than they are. That attitude. And I hate it. I hate it. And I don't know why they do that. I don't understand it. And it pisses me off. And I don't know where it comes from. It's like,
I have no idea either. And
Yeah.
like it doesn't help. I'm third generation. I look like I'm Middle Eastern, so that's even worse. So it's like I'll just stick to my local community. They're good and patriotic, and a lot of them are not even patriots. So a lot of them don't even know what's going on if you look deeper into what generation they're in. But third generation, I consider myself equal with everyone else, or normal. I don't know what you want to call it, but there's a lot to it. But I actually like to hear what you're saying, though. Like, it gives me just more love for them. Like, I see them at my masses over here, too, but it's more like, just white dominant. But we do have our Latin masses, but I don't partake in them because I can't get along with them. Not because I don't have a dislike for them. It's just I won't be able to obviously communicate with them fully. I feel that they would judge me if I tried, even though I do try, and they're sweet. There's just this whole back area that I would like to forget about, and just love all of them. I don't know much more.
I've gone to Spanish Mass. I've been to a lot of Mexican masses. Yeah. I have no inhibitions about being within the Latin community at all. No inhibitions whatsoever. And me not being Latin, it's not a problem for me. I understand Latin people, and they're very loving, very kind, very generous. They've been very, very generous to me. They've been a big blessing to me. I don't have any problems whatsoever. But I don't know. I do see a disparity between Mexican people and other Latin Americans. I do, and it's not right. And I've met a lot of Mexicans that are more light complected than me. You wouldn't even know. I mean, blonde hair, blue eyes, stuff like that. Out of Mexico. So it's not Mexican is not a race. Actually, I guess you could say it was originally Mexican. Mexican was the original Mexican race. That's where the name Mexican came from. So I understand all that too.
It's a good discussion.
Yeah, I just think we're all humans, and that's the way it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're all humans. That's what it boils down to.
And I am a racist. I'm a human racist.
Human is the race. But somebody is
we got problems. I'm gonna probably try to kill you.
Well, somebody is playing us, trying to divide humanity, because they know that if we all came together, we pose a threat to them. Whoever this evil entity is that's running this world, humanity got together and said, no more of this bullshit. Our language, our races. There is no race. There's only one human race. Look, every one of us races in this world, we can all produce children with each other, which means that we're the same species. Come on, let's fucking get along.
That's a little brutal, but yeah.
We're all the same species. I guarantee you, a black dog will just as easily hump a white dog, because the only thing a dog sees is there's another dog there. We got something we probably need to learn from the dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna run chase around some hot chick because she's not on her period and I'm just my tongue hanging
out. You might.
I did when I was younger. I might have when I was younger.
I don't know. You know what? I think a lot of these young guys right now, I think they got a testosterone deficiency and they may not do that.
They may not. I didn't have that problem.
I didn't either. I still don't.
I got 20 grandchildren to prove it.
All right, folks. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I do have to get up early too, but I
Thank
wanted to say hello and that you guys have a great night. I really care for you guys. Thanks for letting me vent, Ghost. That was actually something I need to even get off my chest out loud, maybe. But I feel like more relaxed after all of this. So thank you all.
Excellent.
I'm so glad you came up here.
I am too. And Kimmy too.
What's that?
I said, and Kimmy too.
Yeah, Kitty's like being so nice and quiet back there in the background. What the
I know,
heck?
Kim. Good night.
Well, sweet dreams, Nightingale. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Sweet dreams, Nightingale.
Yeah.
Good night.
I didn't get to say it, but fire in the boat. You dropped out so fast.
Yeah,
Charles says don't wake him up.
but we still
Kim
have
ain't
Kimmy.
been asleep.
We still have you up here, Kimmy, at least, right?
Well, the one time, not too many nights ago, I had a save whiz. I was the only one that was up here, and he dropped off, and
Yeah.
his power cut him off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to.
What? And then, now she messed up something.
How come Zoom? I got a question. How come Zoom hasn't been up here on screen for a while?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm kind of wishing he'd come up sometime. Oh, Kimmy's back.
What happened, Kim?
I have no idea. No, I did not hit no red button.
No, okay, all right.
I was looking for my puffer and I picked up the computer, the one part of the computer, and the next thing I know, I was gone.
Well, God bless you, Nightingale, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Nightingale.
Colonel says I'm not racist, but beware the reptilians.
Oh.
Reptilians.
I'm just starting to get all the weird junk happening again. I don't know if it's the actual ghost or spirit or whatever's in the house is playing with me again and hiding shit on me, or if it's actually Joey or
Rats.
Sick Pat actually
rats.
hiding things
It's-
on me.
You probably got rats.
No,
Yeah. Rats will do that.
Rats will do that.
yeah,
Those-
I know, but this stuff here, it was laying right here on my table or in the inside of my side part of my purse, and it comes up missing, and I find it 2 or 3
Okay.
days later
That
right
makes sense.
there.
No, I
It
know what it
was.
is. Kimmy. I know what it is. I know. I already know. It's not rats. No, it's not ghosts. It's leprechauns.
But I never find the pot of gold.
Yeah, but Sick Pat was Irish. And that was the Irish side of his. And that's what's going on. You got leprechauns. I'm serious. You've got freaking leprechauns.
Well, in any case, God bless you. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the show. because I got to go shut down the generators now.
And don't make fun of leprechauns, Wizard, or they're coming for you.
Thank you, everybody, for participating tonight. You guys are awesome. Valentine and Nightingale and Colonel Shaw and Jason and everybody's been on the screen tonight. Kim and you, I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, I watched Aaron's show and watched him fall asleep, pass out last night.
Right.
And he was still on and still going at 4 o'clock, 4:40 this morning.
Well,
sorry,
yeah, that's what he
Colonel.
said. He woke up and he's like, oh shit, and shut it off and realized he still had 7 people watching him.
Colonel Shaw, I'm sorry, but leprechauns might be Irish, but there is a Dutch version of them.
The workers stuff. What do they call them? Elves. Yeah, the shoemakers elves.
I don't know. I heard about them, about a Dutch
Cobblers.
version.
Cobblers
They're-
elves. Yep.
Yep. They're little cobblers,
Yep.
and they steal your shoes and purses
Yeah,
and stuff.
that's shoes wise, but this
Chris says I one of
this
them.
shit's been going. This stuff has been going on with me ever since I moved in this house, back before Sick Pat ever came here.
It's leprechauns.
All
We
right.
used to blame it on the little things on the bikes. You know, you used to get this little bell that you tied on your motorcycle to keep the troll thingies off the bikes from bad things happening.
Right. All right. Put that one on the calendar. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Dream well, Patriots. God bless you.
Dream well, Wiz.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Yep. Night, night.